Greetings, my dear students. Let's discuss about another two indicators, the relative strength index and the money flow index. The relative strength index is a powerful indicator that signals buying and selling opportunities ahead of the market. The relative strength index helps to signal overbought and oversold conditions in a security. And it can be calculated by applying the equation 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus RS. RS means relative strength. This relative strength can be calculated by applying the equation average gain per day divided by average loss per day. The most commonly used time period for the calculation of RSI is 14 days. For the calculation of a 14-day RSI, the gain per day or loss per day is arrived by comparing the closing price of the day with that of the previous day for a period of 14 days. The gains are added up and divided by 14 to get the average gain per day. Similarly, the losses are added up and divided by 14 to get the average loss per day. The average gain per day and the average loss per day are used in this formula for calculating the RSI for a day. In this way, RSI values can be calculated for a number of days. And we can plot these RSI values in a graph, and by making use of this graph, we can decide whether to invest in a security or whether to buy a security or to sell a security. Okay, so let's have a look upon an example. Here in this case, in this calculation of a 14 days RSI, here we have the dates, here we have the closing prices, and the change in the closing price is here. That is, the first day's closing price is 44.34 and the second day's closing price is 44.09. Then the change in the closing price is 0.25 minus 0.25 because the price is reduced. If it is negative, if the price is reduced, it is considered as loss. So we have written it here in the loss column. And the next day, the price is changed to 44.15 from 44.09. So it is increased. So it is a gain. So we have written the change here. That is 0.06. Okay. Likewise, we have calculated all the gains and all the loss. And from this, we need to calculate the average gain. For calculating the average gain, we need to calculate 14 days average. So we are calculating 14 days gain divided by 14. Okay, 14 days gain divided by 14, then we will get 0.24 as 14 days average gain. Okay, then for getting the average loss, we are adding the 14 days losses, then divided by 14, we will get, you can see here, the 14 days losses will add it together here, and it's divided by 14, then we'll get 14 days average loss. Okay, so 5th January 2010, the average gain is 0.24 and average loss is 0.10. So likewise, we can calculate all these average gains and average losses. And for calculating the relative strength, the equation for calculating relative strength is average gain per day divided by average loss per day. So the 5th January's RS relative strength is equal to 0.24 divided by 0.10. That's equal to 2.4 is the relative strength. Then relative strength index can be calculated by applying the equation 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus 2.4. That is RS. Okay. So in 5th January 2010, the relative strength index is equal to 100 divided by 3.40. That's equal to 100 minus 29.41. That's equal to 70.59. Okay. So we have got this relative strength index of 5th January. Likewise, we can calculate all the relative strength indexes, and we are plotting these RSI values in a graph, and on the basis of that, we can decide whether to sell that security or buy that security. This is the relative strength index, and if it is around 70, here you can see the 0.70 and 20 here. If it is around 70, if the relative strength index graph it is around 70 level, a stock is considered as overbought and we should consider selling. Likewise, if the RSI approaches 30, a stock is considered as oversold and we should consider buying. Okay, so this is about relative strength index, and the next one is the money flow index. Okay, the money flow index means it is an oscillator that uses both price and volume to measure buying and selling pressure, and it is developed by created by Jenny Kwong and Aurum Sodak. And money flow index is also known as a volume weighted relative strength index. This is a volume weighted version of RSI. That means in the case of RSI, prices we are taking into consideration. But in the case of money flow index, we are considering both price as well as volume. Volume means the number of shares traded in that day. Okay. And it is the money flow ratio that is used to calculate money flow index. Okay. So the money flow ratio can be calculated by using the equation positive money flow divided by negative money flow. Okay. And the positive money flow means money flow can be calculated by using the equation average price into days volume, and average price can be calculated by using day high plus day low plus close divided by 3. Okay, here we are using average price instead of closing price. And by multiplying this average price into volume, we'll get money flow. And the money flow is considered as positive money flow when it goes up. If the price was up in a particular day, this is considered to be the positive money flow, and if the price closed down, it is considered to be a negative money flow. Okay, and likewise RSI stock is considered as overbought in the case of 70 to 80 range and oversold in the case of in the 20 to 30 range. Okay, and here you can see an example of money flow index. Yes, it is. Here these figures in black color represents positive money flows. These figures in black color, positive money flows, and the figures in red color represents negative money flows. Here we are just adding these positive money flows for getting 14 days positive money flow, and here we are adding all these negative money flows for getting the negative money flow. Average is not calculating here. Okay, and these positive money flows and negative money flows we have taken from these price fluctuations. If the price is increased, it is considered as positive, and if the price is decreased, it is considered as negative. And we are multiplying this volume with this corresponding prices, then we will get money flows. And if the price increased, it is considered as positive money flow, and if the price decreased, it is considered as negative money flow. And by adding these positive money flows, we will get the 14 days positive money flow, and by adding these negative money flows, we will get the 14 days negative money flow. And now we are going to calculate the money flow ratio. For calculating the money flow ratio, we can apply the equation positive money flow divided by negative money flow. So by dividing the 26,43,012 divided by 27,43,000, we will get 0.98. That is the first day's money flow index, money flow ratio, and by applying the equation 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus money flow, we will get money flow index. That is 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus 0.98 is the money flow ratio here. 1 plus 0.98 means 1.98. So by applying the equation 100 minus 100 divided by 1.98, we'll get 49.47 as the first day's money flow index. Okay, so we are applying equation like relative strength index here, and now we are plotting these money flow index in a graph, and if this graph move towards 70 to 80 range, this is the money flow index graph, money flow index. If it is moving towards 70 to 80 range, it is considered as overbought and we can sell it. If it is moving towards 20 to 30 range, it is considered as oversold and we can buy such security. Okay, so these are all about money flow index and relative strength index. Thank you.